All right, so this is a special treat because I, of course, am a Nissan guy. It's awesome to see a Z in this great a condition. I mean, the paint on it is immaculate. Interior is gorgeous. Kind of wish the owner was here a little bit to talk about it. It looks fantastic. Great looking T-tops. I mean, if this is a restoration, this is a very, very good restoration. I'm almost curious to know if this is original condition or not, due to the pinstripe, a little bit of fading on the edge of the pinstripe there, which to me looks like original pinstripe, and that's awesome. Hey, is this your car?
Oh, it's my father's.
Oh, that is awesome, man. Good to meet you. I'm David Zachary.
Nice to meet you, David.
So
I like the hat, man.
I appreciate it, brother.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. I saw Z. I was like, oh, absolutely, man. I'd love that. So what year is this?
86 and a half.
Okay, I wanted to say 86. Now, is this original condition or is this restored?
Yes, this is
That's what it looked like, because I saw the pinstripe and a little bit of fading, which is a nice thing to see,
exactly.
you know?
Especially on these cars. You usually don't see them in this good of a condition, especially with the original paint and almost everything original. And my father's got a really good deal on it, first off. Steel, honestly.
Oh, wow. It looks fantastic.
Yeah. It's got
Original engine, too, right?
original everything except the rims we have taken off.
Yeah, no, honestly, I love those wheels. those look fantastic.
Great. And I forget the exact mileage it had, but it was very low. I think it was 70-something thousand original.
Wow.
Yeah. We had the original dash in. It went out two years ago, so we replaced it.
It still works?
Still got it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Most people, most people, they always go out. The electronic dashes of this era. It was in the Zs and also in the Maximas. They went out quite a bit. But kind of hard to find parts for them, right?
Yeah, very.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
So.
You can search the web for days, and then you'll find one website with the one part that you needed, and it's out of stock.
That's awesome. Electronic seats. See, I didn't know they even came with the electronic seats.
Yeah, both sides are electronic.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And the really nice thing about this one, which I didn't even know, and my father didn't know, until a dude came up who was a Z enthusiast, and he was like, look at this trim. It's black.
Yeah, it's not usually black.
It's not. It's chrome usually. And he came up to us, he's like, you got a rare model, where they were changing it from
a midnight edition.
That's
what I thought.
Yep.
I was kind of wondering if they did the midnight to it, but then I couldn't tell if it was aftermarket done or not.
This is how you
know. But it looks so great.
The tail light is black in the middle.
I didn't even know. That is awesome.
That is you never see them with a black tail
You're
light.
You're right.
And we looked on the web, and there was only like 2,200 of these produced, and only 500 of them came here.
Very cool.
The rest of them are in Australia.
I mean, honestly, I love these 80s because they just had so much technology thrown into it.
The technology, it was the greatest, and now it's the downside, because now you're relying on the technology. It's just going to go out.
That's right.
It's going to go out.
The tech in this is way ahead of its time.
Oh, it's amazing. You know? It's got the boost gauge, oil temperature, the electronic dash, the tachometer. It's amazing.
Oh man, it sounds great. Now, did y'all have exhaust work done to it as well?
Yeah.
What are y'all running?
Cut the
cat
out.
Yep.
Straight pipe and put a resonator on the back.
Okay, because I saw you had like a 3-inch exit on that exhaust.
That's all it is the resonator.
Gotcha. I mean, it sounds great. Yeah. Sounds great.
$40. I paid $25 for the resonator, and they put it on for me for $15.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
It sounded wild beforehand.
Yeah,
right.
That
straight pipe
probably sounded like a sprint car, right? Just open headers.
Yeah, it was terrible. So yeah.
So now, did y'all do brake upgrade and everything to it, or was that something that was already done?
I did that about a year ago.
Because I see the drilled and slotted rotors. I mean, that's.
The rims and tires.
I love the wheels. I mean, I came down here hoping I saw a Nissan, and here we go, right?
We've just been running through the car if something was needed, because we bought it. It had 69,000 original miles.
Yeah, that's what he was telling me, that it had about 70-ish. That's awesome.
You know,
so you're the second owner of it?
Yeah.
You know, it looks fantastic.
Yeah, we've done timing belts, we've done all the electrical, we've done brakes, pulled the tranny, clutch.
Awesome.
This tranny has some leaks.
You've done a lot of work to it. My goodness.
Yeah, over 4 or 5 years, you know, I've dropped another 10.
Oh, I'm sure.
10 grand.
Oh, I'm sure. Absolutely.
But I'll drive it to Miami right now. 350. I'll run 90, and I guarantee I'll leave most cars sitting there. It runs great. Nissan always had that distance. They considered this one the GT.
That is awesome.
Touring,
Yeah.
you know?
And I noticed the black trim on it, and then he mentioned that it
It's
might have been
actually
the
an
midnight.
86 and a half.
Yeah. That is
86
awesome.
and a half. They put this one out with the black trim instead of chrome. Then they added the pinstripe. And the key thing to it is this right here. The turbo in the light.
Yeah, that is blacked out.
300 turbo. Most of them don't have that. They're usually on an emblem up here. You know, down here, the Shira, an 88, they put it here. I've had Z's throughout my life. I actually learned how to drive on an 84, the first model of this, but it was 2+2. My dad bought one.
That's what I had was a 77 2+2.
So I've always loved the cars.
Was not as cool as a 2-seater, but definitely more practical.
but-
So I get it.
You know, but like he says, you know, we're talking about the horse, you know, it's not the fastest, but he's like, dude, it's just the feel.
It is.
You
It is.
sit in it.
That's right.
So,
You're right. It's a lot more exciting.
I'm trying to keep it as original as possible.
Oh, it looks beautiful, man.
That's all original.
You're doing a really good job.
All the paint's original. Everything's original other than I put a
Did you have to cut and buff anything or
Oh,
whatever?
yeah, I've been working it over time.
I bet, because I mean, it looks honestly, for the
It
most
could
part, it
get
looks
even
better than
deeper.
factory
Right.
finish because there's not a whole lot of orange peel.
So I got a guy down there in Daytona, a flea market. It's called the Dent Ranger. I took it down to him about 2.5 years ago. He brought out that. He was like, we went over the whole car. Awesome. There's more than just a few deep.
Yeah, I know.
So he's like $1,500 bucks.
But
I'll
it's
do the whole
original.
car. It's original. So I'm gonna have him pop all these out, which was the project I was gonna do this year. COVID's kind of. I have put
I
no money
understand.
into it this year.
Yeah.
This is the first year since I bought it from him that I put not a dollar into it.
Wow.
Just driving, you know.
Well, I mean, the way that I noticed it was, or at least thought it was original before asking, was the pinstriping.
Yeah,
And
no,
I
it's
love that. You know, the fact that it was,
Remember, it's
kind
a
of faded and
single-stage
some.
paint too.
That's right.
It's not clear coated. That's right. Yeah. So.
Which means when you get to cutting and buffing, you're taking off a lot of the paint too.
So what I'm gonna do is I'll have all the dings pulled, and then once that's all, the body's perfect again, I'll pop the hood, have it try to paint that, and the rest of it, I'll come back in, I'll fix that, I'll get deep into it. I haven't gotten deep.
Yeah.
Look, I didn't want to cut deep.
No, I understand.
Like, I didn't
You only get
cut
one
it.
chance at
All I did was kind of polish it, buff it, and took my time, but it looks way good.
You go into wet sanding and
Right, I haven't even gone there
cutting
yet.
that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Really good at it. I don't want to mess it up
Burn through the
because it's
paint.
original.
That's right. You're
One
exactly
day at a
right.
time.
Honestly, I would be happy to drive it like it is. You know,
Yeah.
I mean that's
No, it's
as
pretty.
is. This is
It's,
gorgeous. Yeah.
It's definitely. We got lucky, man. It was sitting in his garage. They just bought a home. He had an SUV. He had a 2-car garage. It was under a cover. It was sitting like in a garage in a house because I do glass and mirrors.
Yeah.
I just finished this glass door, bathroom, and his mirrors.
Sure.
And it was under cover, and I walked outside to the van. And I looked. You know, he walks out behind me and starts showing me. Like, man, is that what I think it is? He's like, what do you mean? The car. He's like, what do you think it is? That looks like a Z to me.
That's right.
Dude, he walked over there and went, took the cover off. When he took the cover off, I went. And then he was like, all the miles, 69,000.
Wow. I mean that is awesome.
I was like, I'm
really
selling it. And he's like, well, you know, I'm getting ready to put it on eBay. I was like, what were you looking? He was like, I was thinking about 10, 5. I got it for 85. I said, look, when I
is a
take
really
it
good
from
bargain.
you,
Yeah.
he lives around the corner from me. I can take it to him right now and pull up in his driveway, say what's up, let him drive it if he wants. He owned it for 30 some odd years.
Yeah, no,
30 years.
I get it. Original owner.
Yeah, so
You got that
he's-
sentimental
and I've seen him since. He's like, dude, I would have never sold you the car for that if I didn't think I would see you now just
right.
like this. He's
That's
like,
right.
I knew you would take care of it. Dude, I knew you would appreciate
It was
it.
the craziest thing. They picked me up from school, and they were like, "We're gonna go pick up midnight." I thought it was a horse. I thought it was an animal, and I was very confused. And we pulled
Well, it's got a
up.
whole lot of horses, man.
Oh yeah,
That's it.
And we pull up, and as soon as that cover came off, I fell in love with the Z's. As soon as that,
And then he got to ride it.
Yeah.
That's when you really, that's what they built them for.
It's
was
like a
the
go-kart,
ride.
but better. It's just
better built.
People, you know, we're in a Z Club in Central Florida Z Club. You can see the sticker.
Yeah.
We do meets down at Ace in Orlando.
Okay.
Matt Diablo and one of the administrators.
It's a lot of
you guys come
Good
up
people.
here.
Good people.
We live right down
We
the
live
road.
right here. I
Okay,
live not far from
perfect.
here.
Very
So
often.
we're always here.
Yeah, I'll probably be up here in about a month with my 55 Willys pickup.
So, I mean, tonight they got a meet down there.
It's
but I'm
primed
not sure
up.
I'm going to run down to Orlando. I'd have to run her down there, which we do it. You know, we did it in the last one, was like June.
Yeah.
Right when they lifted the restrictions, we all got together for a meet. So I missed August. And I usually do like December, but I don't know. Maybe we'll go, maybe we won't.
That is awesome.
You see me on 95 later headed south and with T-top on, pumping it, and you know I'm headed to Orlando.
Oh yeah, that is awesome. This is really cool. Do your T-tops leak at all?
Nothing leaks.
Really?
Rubber.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, because those guys, I checked it
Not
out and I was like,
some-
maybe you replaced them. I don't know.
I use them all the time, but like I said, the dude kept it really nice.
Because these almost always crack and rot out.
Look at the
I mean,
carpet.
those.
Look at the carpet. Carpet's brand
Oh wow,
new, dude.
beautiful carpet.
Yeah, it's brand new. And
And
I
honestly,
usually
that
keep some.
mat with a good dye, I mean, that would.
We
that would
did
probably-
once already, but I usually keep a rubber mat in here,
Sure.
and I
Just
took
keep
them
the
out
wear
to
down.
wash it
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago, and I never put them
We
back.
had dyed it.
What I did was I used
Yeah, I
to keep
bet.
those just in the trunk, and when we came to the show like this, we take the rubber ones out and put these in all nice. The GI Joes is what I call them, Z32, Z31, 84 through 89. But
It's the size of the 80s.
yeah,
That's right.
It's
That's
the
right.
look of the 90s.
They really-
and the
I thought
feel
they
of
nailed
the
it.
70s.
I really thought they
60s.
nailed it because of the form of it. And
I
you
think
know
it's
what?
great,
People
and
are
I-
like, well, the front, and I'm like, look,
It kinda follows the same,
there,
like-
you know, whatever. No,
This 400 is supposed to kind of bring it back body style, and I'm pretty excited about it.
It's
I
a
know,
thing. small,
you know. But if
sports
like I
car.
said,
That's
in,
right,
in the Z
that's right.
Club, you know, there's mixed reactions. A lot of them have 370s, you know, and a couple of them are running 800-900 horsepower, twin turbos.
Which
and I'm
is-
like,
You weigh
Look,
less.
I don't wanna go
You
that
weigh
fast.
less though.
Yeah.
You weigh less.
Right.
too.
That's the thing.
not only
So-
that, but
You
I
also
just-
get the vibe
that's too
with
much.
Yeah.
T-tops, the smell of it, just the car.
You just want to ride.
Does it smell like an old car when you drive it? That's
Yeah,
probably like the best smell. You know, it's kind of like it's
You know,
got
without the
ages
cat, it
smell.
really
You can
smells.
spray stuff to make stuff smell like a new car. You can't
Right.
spray it to make it
Makes
smell like
an old car.
You just can't do that. What up?
That is all.
Good
What was your
talking
name
to
again,
you.
buddy?
I'm Gene.
Gene. Good to meet you. Your name, buddy?
Chase.
Chase. Good to meet you, Chase.